What's happening, guys? And Moogles appear on the screen! But welcome to a new plans video. Yes, plans video. Yes, this is my girlfriend's Moogle that I mentioned in the Final Fantasy 13-2 series that I bought it for Valentine's Day. It's very, very odd creation, and I know certain people on the subs chat in the comments wanted one, so yeah, look, it's a Moogle! But anyway, fly away! Fly away, Moogle. You money-hungry, grubbing... But yes, series, plans and all that jazz. This is the face behind the voice, by the way, if you're a late subscriber, if you're a new subscriber and whatnot. If you are, like, for example, a Twilight Princess subscriber. I was doing webcam-based videos where gameplay and all that for Skyward Sword, so if you haven't actually seen, I've actually done a full Skyward Sword Let's Play as well. So if you want to go check that out, that would be great. But we're talking about the future plans now, and my unkempt hair after I cut it during the... Let's Play and all that. Yeah, I'm going out again. Now I look scruffy as hell again. What on earth am I doing? Series plans. So, I know you guys like the free show format. There are guys out there that love so much content that they can't watch it all in a day. There are guys that pick certain shows to watch. There are guys that, well, they pick 1 or 2 series and they don't watch the third one. I don't mind that at all. The thing is, I want to give choice. I want to give something that everyone wants to watch. And some of my series plans are kind of like in that vein, and some of them are like more whims of my own. There's games I want to play on the horizon that are coming out, and I didn't really buy that many games really, but there are games that I want to play, and I want to bring them to you guys on the channel as a Let's Play and all that. So, we're talking about the future series. Last story is on its last legs, as it were. There is not too many episodes left. There is the last boss coming very soon. But also on top of that, there's an epilogue chapters after the last boss, so it's still got a few episodes to run, but it's reaching its end. And with its end, it's going to be replaced by what was previously in the 6 o'clock time slot. Yes, those people who watch the Star Fox Adventures playthrough and subscribe to me for that, don't worry, Star Fox's Assault is coming to end the trilogy, so to say. Look, Star Fox Assault, I've got the disc, I've got it borrowed, and I intend to bring it to you guys. Don't have a case, strangely enough. I intend to bring it to you guys very, very shortly. It'll be only 10 episodes because it's built in the stage format. It's not a RPG for once. It's a flying shooting based sim, you know, Star Fox is supposed to be. So that'll be 10 episodes running at the 6 o'clock time slot, coming to you as soon as last story ends, and we move on from that. But then back to what else I'm going to be doing. What else am I going to be doing? I'm holding 3 cases in my hand that you cannot see. 3 cases. Now what will we be doing in each one? First of all, I'm going to announce a further 6 o'clock show. So that's not running at the same time, but with Star Fox Assault only being 10 episodes long, and ending quite soon, of course, after the last story ends, we need something to put there. We need something to put there indeed. Now, Final Fantasy 13-2, it went down really, really well, especially the DLC content where I'm getting loads of views. But Final Fantasy 13-2 still needs its time slot, because DLC content continues to come out. There's story content to still come out, so it's still there, and it's still kind of like a fixed position in the channel, so to say. I'm bringing it all, the entire game, the 100% playthrough as it were. Got it all done and all that jazz, and was just waiting for the DLC to come out and bring you more. But there were people that said that they wanted to know what happened before Final Fantasy 13-2. And there were people that complained that I was doing Final Fantasy 13-2 without doing Final Fantasy 13, so they didn't know how the storyline went. Now, anyone who's played Final Fantasy 13 would know that you don't need to know about Final Fantasy 13-2 to know what was going on in Final Fantasy 13. Well, the other way around. You didn't need to play Final Fantasy 13 to know what's coming out in Final Fantasy 13-2. They were kind of extremely separate games. Different protagonists, different everything. All you needed to know is that there was a big battle in the previous one with the previous characters as they meet up. You know, Sarah's sister and her friends. And that was it. More or less, that was the entire continuation of it all. Apart from a little bit that I think our little mystic friend who kept dying every 10 seconds, but loves music and loves flowers. You know who I'm talking about. She kind of alluded to it a little bit in the fact that her plight was because of the actions in Final Fantasy 13. Though still, again, you didn't need Final Fantasy 13 to know what was going on there. But there are guys that want to see it. There are guys that want to see the game. And with, of course, Fabula Novale Crystallis series actually encompassing more. For example, Final Fantasy Versus 13 is a game that is coming out on the long horizon. It's been in development for 8 years. And I'm looking forward to that game. I love every property Final Fantasy, to be honest. But there's also the possibility of a Final Fantasy 13 free, because the DLC is not covering the actual ending of Final Fantasy 13 2. They've already kind of like announced that the DLC that's left, the Lightning DLC, is just for the battle that was going on between Lightning and Caius during Final Fantasy 13 2, not after. So Final Fantasy 13 free is a possibility. So with that in mind, I want to complete the series. I want to have a full Fabula Novale Crystallis series. And that would mean doing Final Fantasy 13 for the 6 o'clock time slot after. Now, there are a lot of complaints about Final Fantasy 13 in the terms of the fact that, well, one of the main complaints was the fact that people didn't feel that until Disc 3, you had the sense of a Final Fantasy. You had the world exploration, you could go anywhere you wanted to. But I actually thought for a Final Fantasy game it was the pinnacle of storytelling so far. The first 2 discs of the game were so much character development, and also beautiful scenery as well. I actually really enjoyed playing those first 2 discs. So personally, I love this game, I love Final Fantasy 13, and I want to bring it to the channel, and then complete the further Fabula Novale Crystallis series in the future. So that will include Final Fantasy 13 free if it comes out, and Final Fantasy 13 Versus, which while it does not take place in the Final Fantasy 13 timeline, it does actually take place with the entire mythology, and probably on the same world in fact. Before, way in the past, even though it might be more technologically superior. You never know. We don't know until the game comes out. But that's one thing to do. That's Star Fox, that's Final Fantasy 13, and that's just the 6 o'clock time slot. What for the 8 o'clock time slot, you say? Well, with Twilight Princess finished, and you know the plans to do every single Zelda, we continue to go back to the past with the release dates, as we get progressively worse graphics, or cel-shaded graphics, with Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, $39.99 when it came out. Oh my god, how long ago did I buy this game? What was it, 2002, 2003? This is almost a decade old. This is going to be nearly as old as some of my viewers, I'm sure. But this game is great. It's different than the other 2 Zeldas in the fact that it's far more open-ended. I mean, there's a whole ocean to sail. There's a whole ocean to sail, islands to see. And we're going to be doing 100% as much as I can. I think you need to do 2 playthroughs to do 100% with stuff like the pictograph pictures, so we'll be skipping them. But anything like the collectible Poe things, if there's Poes or sculptural equivalent, all the heart pieces and all that, as much as possible, we're going to get done. So that's going to be another Zelda playthrough for you Zelda fans out there, because I know Zelda's my main series. I know Zelda's what pretty much most of you are subscribed for. So that'll keep all you Zelda fans happy, that'll keep all you Final Fantasy fans happy, and, of course, keep all you Star Fox fans happy. So we're completing, as it were, or like, the series that we have that are encompassing more games. We're like, really just letting it grow on the channel, rather than going off on a tangent, or like starting a series with, we're on a set plan, more or less. Instead of starting a series and maybe just ending it before the game actually ends, I'm not going to leave you in disappointment. I'm going to finish every series. That's how I'm setting out to do my Let's Plays. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I'm not just going to like suddenly drop off of the uploads. Have I missed a single upload yet, guys? No, I haven't. Yes. So the last series, the 10 o'clock slot after Final Fantasy 13 2's DLC cycle ends. What do you think that might be? Now, I want to diversify or differentiate some of the videos on the channel. We do a lot of Japanese games. We do a lot of JRPGs, in fact. Zelda may not be exactly a JRPG in a sense, but it's action, adventure, hack and slash, sword and board, RPG. Zelda is Zelda. There is nothing like a Zelda. Zelda's brilliant. Final Fantasy 13 is more along the lines of a traditional JRPG, but, all the same, I want to get a bit away from that. And now, I don't dislike JRPGs. Oh, I got an email! I don't dislike JRPGs. I love JRPGs, or I wouldn't be doing so much. I would love to do along down the line somewhere Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Symphonia 2, Dawn of the New World, Tales of Vesperia. I love the Tell series, if you can't guess that already. I love a lot of JRPGs out there. So I would love to do more. I would even love to do more Final Fantasies. I would love to play Final Fantasy 9. 8's personally my favourite Final Fantasy, and 10 was great as well. I mean, 8, 9, 10, they were brilliant. I mean, 6, of course, is the one that's critically acclaimed, but 8, 9, and 10 were when I was growing up. 6 was when I was really, really young. Really, really young. Another email. I'm going, go, good. People emailing with the last story, splitting up episode 51. That's when I'm making this video. So, moving on from there, the 10 o'clock time slot. What do I intend to do? Well, we go on Japanese RPGs. We want to get away from them. We want to do something a bit Western, because we are a Western audience as a whole. Now, of course, there was a recent very big sci-fi game that was released. People might be getting a hint right now. A trilogy, in fact. And I have not played the last one in the trilogy. I played 1 and 2, but I have not played 3. So if you can guess what the 10 o'clock slot might be in future, depending on your guys' reaction now. Mass Effect is so shiny you can't see it. There we go, Mass Effect. The whole Mass Effect series played through one character, possibly female Shepard, because she actually has better voice acting and sounds better in the part than Mel Shepard, who just... Even if you were to play like a renegade character, he still sounds like, I am a Marine! I will do exactly as you say, I have no emotion in my voice. He's very much like that, whereas the female voice actor is 10 times better. 10 times better, supposedly. So we do female Shepard, probably a Paragon playthrough, all the way through, so the character lasts all the way through. All our choices, it's just one conjoined series, no massive gaps between them, one after another. Just like Zelda, another long-running series, a Western RPG, something a bit different because it's an action shooting RPG. So it's not technically your normal RPG, it's not what we've been doing on the channel. A Western RPG is so much different in the fact that it empowers you as the character, rather than tells you a story as a character. I've been watching certain videos on the internet to be able to like differentiate my thoughts there. But yes, Mass Effect, what do you guys think about me doing that? Now, there's one last thing to say before the show ends, before the plans video ends, and that is, what do I plan to do really far down the line? Now, Mass Effect, of course, would take a long time to complete. Zelda, of course, will still take a long time to complete. That still leaves one slot that doesn't take that long, that's Final Fantasy. Now, of course, I've already said I plan to do Final Fantasy Versus. I plan to do Final Fantasy 13-3 if that comes out. But in October, there's a game coming out that I really do want to play. And I think it would be funny to watch me be scared completely witless. I think it would be great, and I think it would probably be great viewing to watch me just scream, because I'm probably squeamish when I play games. I'm not when I watch a scary movie, I'm perfectly fine. Honest to God, it's so predictable, it's ridiculous. But put me in a game, put me controlling the character that has to get away from the zombies and the whatnot, and you're in for a treat. You really are. And if you can't guess the game, I want to do Resident Evil 6 when it hits in October, I think it is. The month of my birth. So guys, that is my future plans. Tell me what you think. Put it in the comments below. May I ask in a kind of like odd way that in future, I've never asked this before, and I think it's 2 years now my channel's been up. My channel is actually really doing well now, thanks to you guys. A lot of viewers are coming in, a lot of subscribers. Thank you guys for coming and joining on this channel. That's great. I'm getting a load of views now, and it's really, really rewarding and happy to see all the time I'm putting into it with the 3 separate shows, running so much content alongside my real life work and my girlfriend and all that. She's content, she's not a real person, she's just content. So much content! Content! Videos! Whatever. I'm not making videos with my girlfriend. No. But, yes. So much stuff going on. I completely derailed myself. It's just great that you guys are viewing, subscribing, and enjoying. First and foremost. But if you are enjoying, this is the first time I'm going to ask this in 2 years of doing YouTube, please drop a like. I'm not going to ask for favourites or anything like that. But if you actually enjoy the content, enjoy coming back every day, just drop a like. It's a simple thing to do, it's an easy thing to do. And that would be great if you could show me that you enjoyed watching it. Either through comment form or a like or anything like that. I love reading your comments. I read every single one. I may not reply to every single one. But honest to God, like I've been saying, oh, an email. Literally, as soon as the email of your comment comes through, I click and I've read it. I've read every single comment that's ever been posted, and I haven't missed a single one. So, while I might miss direct messages, because I always forget about them, comments I always read. So thank you guys for just, interacting with me. That's great. Drop a like if you like my videos. That would be even better. Thank you guys. Tell me what you think about the plans. And I will see you around as I edit the next episode of Last Story, which will be out today on the same day that this vlog's on. And then start working on Wind Waker. And God, I got a week off work, so I'm going to start filming a lot of stuff. So give me your comments, give me your thoughts really, really soon and quick. And I'll try and factor them into my plans. And I know, Mr. Terror, Okami, maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. Maybe when Zelda's done. See you guys around. Moogle!